that fight, so it's supposed to be a good matchup. As Charlie Henderson, you see there, wins the tip over the taller jump. As the Eagles come out very quickly into a motion offense, moving the ball very quickly. The Braves obviously looking like a very good defensive team. Charlie Henderson comes up to the top, shoots the three, and puts in an early bucket. Charlie Henderson.
Great three-pointer by Charlie Henderson there.
Charlie Henderson shot it over Isaiah Home, which is at a 6'10" height. 3-inch height differential over Charlie Henderson, but he put that bucket in.
And that's going to be a great matchup to watch all game.
Definitely, as we see Aldo Ruiz coming away with the steal, and Jake Blazona coming down the court. A little floater and a bucket for Jake Blazona.
Good fast-paced basketball by this SM team, coming out early, scoring 5 points.
You can expect that from Jake Blazona all game.
Right, look confident.
As the Braves come down, and as we talked about, Isaiah Home come up with the three. We're also going to see that all game, huh, Rami?
Yeah, as we talked about earlier, you know, number 32, Isaiah Home, big 6'10". He can do it all. He can shoot from the wing, he can shoot from the perimeter up top, and he can drive to the basket.
As we see JP put up a three and misses. A rebound by Isaiah. Isaiah, a very good three-point shooter, a very good post player. As we can see, a great matchup between Charlie and Isaiah tonight. As a bank three by number 0, Josh Camper, the point guard for the Braves.
A little bit of luck involved on that shot, huh, George?
I definitely agree. It's not a good sign when you bank that three in. As Jake Heberle puts up another three. It looks like both teams are putting up a lot of threes in the beginning as the Braves lead the Eagles 6-5 in the first quarter.
I think we're going to see a lot of pick and roll on the BOSCO Braves offense. As you see there, great steal by Jake Heberle.
And a lost ball by Jake Blazona. But again, a great defensive play by Jake Heberle.
Little mental error by Jake Blazona there, but hopefully he can rebound.
Both teams playing with very high intensity right now. With only 6 minutes left in the first quarter, the game's just starting, a 6-5 game. Both teams very urgent to win this game. As number 33 for the Braves misses the three-pointer, and a rebound by number 10, Fern Gomez.
I think that's going to be a big part of the game right now, especially on while driving against this Eagles defense is the offensive rebounds. They got to figure out a way to box out those big guys and come up with these defensive boards.
I definitely agree. As you see, Charlie Henderson comes up with that rebound. The Eagles got to fight for these rebounds as the Braves have an obvious height advantage. Jake Blazona comes in, and a nice cut by Jake Heberle, but tipped off. A three-pointer by JP, which misses, but Aldo Ruiz comes up with a rebound. A bunch of offensive rebounds on this possession for the Eagles.
A sloppy turn of events there for the Eagles, but they're lucky to come up with the ball.
Definitely, the Eagles have to execute on all their plays if they're looking to win this game. As the Braves come up with a slight upper hand. As the Braves send it down low, and a three-pointer missed by Isaiah Home.
Good job boxing out there on defense by the Eagles. Jake Blazona fires a laser pass into JP. JP can't come up with it.
Kicks it to Charlie Henderson as he puts in the layup.
Good strong layup there by Charlie Henderson.
With a quick 5 points on the board as the Eagles are leading 7-6. The Eagles looking like they're playing a man defense. As number 5 drives in and misses the layup. Rebound by Jake Heberle.
Good paint defense by the Eagles there.
Jake Heberle comes in for the layup. Jake Heberle, as we talked about in our past few games, such a great player, only a sophomore. He has so much more to play for. He's got a lot of years left, and he's such a great extension to his team. Starting as a sophomore, that's a great accomplishment on any varsity sport.
Yeah, and we talked about Jake Blazona on offense earlier.
As a rebound by Jake Blazona.
Here he goes to conduct the offense again.
The Eagles slowing down the pace as they come out to a very hot start. Jake Heberle at the top, drives in and puts in another layup. Jake Heberle with a quick 4 points on the board.
Good strong take by Jake Heberle there on that layup. Not afraid to get in the paint.
as Santa Margarita comes out to the biggest lead of the game, an 11-6 lead, as the BOSCO Braves are down to the Eagles quickly in this first quarter. As we mentioned, last time these two teams faced, the Braves beat the Eagles 62-53. So the Eagles are definitely excited to take this lead right now and hope to extend that.
I think another factor you should take into it is that they have the home court advantage this time.
Definitely, that's always a big factor, as the Braves had home court advantage last time. As we mentioned last time, the Servite and Eagles played. Although the Servite beat the Eagles last time, because they had home advantage, it looked like the Eagles came out with the win. So
exactly.
And as we see, we're looking at the nest right now. There's a bunch of fans and a lot of home court advantage for the Eagles. A lot of supporters, so we're expecting a great game. As number 0, Josh Camper, puts in a 3-ball. BOSCO cuts down the lead to 2.
Seems to be a very close game, George. I'm really excited to watch the rest of the game
Definitely
wind down.
Gotta agree. As you can see, some great defense by both teams. As the Braves only with 1 foul and the Eagles with none.
As you see the height advantage on number 14 against Aldo Ruiz coming into play there as he gets the offensive rebound.
The Braves passing the ball around, some great ball movement, a 3-ball, airballed by number 5, Josh Ado. Jake Bozzona, great pass to Charlie Henderson. Charlie Henderson puts up another bucket. That's 9 points now for Charlie Henderson.
Great start to the second quarter for Charlie Henderson, getting 3 easy layups from Jake Bozzona.
Jake Bozzona making some great offensive plays. As you can see, the Eagles playing very good defense. So is the BOSCO Braves, as there's only 1 foul so far in this game.
Seems to be a clean game on both sides.
As it is a tight game as well. Should be exciting to watch for the rest of the game. Jake Bozzona takes the ball out. As the Eagles look to extend their 1-point lead. Jake Bozzona passes it inside to Jake Heberle. And a bucket for Jake Heberle, the sophomore. Jake Heberle has 6 points on the game.
Time for the Eagles to clamp up now.
The Eagles looking to keep the Braves off the board, as there's a missed 3-ball by number 14, Winston Brown. And a foul called on the Braves. That's the second foul, team foul for the Braves, as the Eagles again have no team fouls.
What? Yeah. Good.
As Jake Bozzona comes up down the court,
Gotta beat this. They ain't gonna
calls out a play. Jake Bozzona drives in, and a shot put up. Jake Bozzona puts in a 2-ball. Very good offensive play by Jake Bozzona.
Well done by Jake Bozzona and Charlie Henderson. Charlie Henderson setting the pick for Jake Bozzona. Jake Bozzona getting that easy step-back 2-pointer.
As you can see, that early connection between the two, Jake Bozzona and Charlie Henderson, as number 10 for the Braves. Fern Gomez puts in that bucket. The Eagles lead 21-18.
That floater from number 10 will keep coming as the game goes by if the Eagles don't decide to put some defense on them.
Definitely, the Braves are a very good offensive team, but the Eagles are playing good defense as Jake Bozzona puts up a 3 at the top of the key and misses. The rebound by number 5. Number 0 puts in a 3-ball. Josh Camper.
Like we talked about earlier, George, Josh Camper, number 0 for the Braves. He's going to keep shooting that 3-ball, and it's going to keep going in if the Eagles don't decide to clamp him up on there.
The Eagles got to come out and play some good defense if they're looking to shut Josh Camper down, as he's already come up with 2 3-balls, 2 for 2 from 3. Jake Bozzona passes it out.
Goes off of the foot of number 5, Josh Ado for the BOSCO Braves. Aggressive, but not as many fouls, so It's a good, clean game from both sides.
As the Eagles look to break the tie, Jake Heberle gets blocked by Isaiah Holm.
And there's number 32 again, Isaiah Holm, on both sides of the court, shooting three-pointers and blocking shots in the paint.
Isaiah Holm, an important factor for this Braves team and their success, as he's able to do it all over the court, defensively, offensively. Such a versatile player as the Eagles are looking to play some tight defense right now, and a turnover on Josh Camper. Great defense by Jake Bozzona. And another team foul for the BOSCO Braves. Jake Bozzona makes a great pass to JP in the corner as he misses the three-point shot. The rebound by Josh Camper. Rami, what do we see out of these two teams last time they played?
You know, last time they played, it was a close game up until the third quarter, and then BOSCO started to pull away a little bit, and they ended up winning by 9. So I think coming off of 2 straight games by the Eagles, on Tuesday against Servite win, and then yesterday against Sage Hill, they got that win. I think they just need to keep that energy up and not allow their stamina to come into play here.
Definitely. As you remember, the Eagles played a great first half, but let the BOSCO Braves slip away. As Jake Heberle, you can see, puts up a 3-ball and misses. Josh Camper for the Braves, number 0, already a great factor for the Braves, putting in a bunch of shots. As St. John BOSCO looks to take this last shot with 20 seconds left in this first half, leading 23-21. As number 10 looks to put up a shot. Isaiah Holm puts up a 3-ball and misses. Great defensive play by Charlie Henderson.
Good job by the Eagles there to stay put on defense on the last.
This game, Rami, what have you seen from both teams so far?
You know, I see a great, clean game out of both sides. Not a lot of fouls, which is good. I see the 3-ball playing a big factor in this game on both sides. For the Santa Margarita Eagles, the 3-ball hasn't been working too well for them, as Coach Bell was saying at halftime. But yeah, I think it's a great game, good, clean game, 2-point game, which is good, and plenty of time to play.
Definitely, as I think you see right there, Jake Heberle putting in the first bucket of the second half.
It looks like I jinxed it, George.
Definitely. I think we saw as Justin Bell, the coach, was talking how we're going to keep shooting those wide open shots, and as the Eagles play on, those shots are going to be put in. So the coach encouraged the players to keep shooting those shots, and as you see, Jake Heberle puts that one in. I see just now a bucket from number 10 on the Braves.
It looks like Coach Bell was on them at halftime.
As there's a steal by number 5 and a foul called. Second foul by Jake Heberle. As we look at Coach Justin Bell, very important for this team. As you see, a good jumper in the paint by number 33.
You know, as we were talking about earlier, this third quarter is crucial for these Eagles to win this game. Last time they met in the third quarter, the BOSCO Braves pulled away a little bit, and the Eagles' stamina really kicked in. So now they just got to stay locked in, keep the energy high, and keep making these 3-balls.
Definitely, as you see, an air ball 3 by JP. That's not really like him. JP a little off his mark so far in this game, as he looks to put in more 3-balls. As that's so important to the Eagles' offense. As the Braves take an early 3-point lead in the second half. Ball passed down. And a foul on Charlie Henderson. Second foul for this team in the second half. As we talked about it last time these two teams faced, a great first half, but the Braves started to slip away in the second half, especially in the third quarter. So Rami, what do you think is the most important thing for these Eagles?
You know, as we talked about earlier, the Eagles defense is, they think super highly of themselves as a team, and I think that's crucial for them to win this game. Considering last game they let in 62 points against the BOSCO Braves, which is unlike them. They usually let from anywhere from 30 to 40 points. So I think that's going to be crucial for the Eagles in order to win this game.
Definitely, as we see Aldo Ruiz puts up a three right here. Puts in that bucket. Aldo Ruiz finally puts in a three he's been looking for.
And there it is. It really looks like Coach Bell got on them about shooting those threes at halftime. They had 4 or 5 open threes during the first half that just didn't fall in for them. And now they have 2 for 3 so far.
As we see, those three-pointers so important to this team. They're going to keep on shooting those as they just had some bad luck in the first half. A great pass down to Charlie Henderson. Assist by Kane Roberts. The Eagles take the lead.
Well done on offense by the Eagles, forcing that switch to Kane Roberts mismatch because Kane is so quick, and then forces the center to come up to it, and Kane drops a dime right to Charlie Henderson, and Charlie Henderson gets the easy bucket.
The Eagles take the first lead of the half as number 33, Jeremiah Nyarko, puts in a great jumper in some of these players. Last night was senior night for the Eagles, as we have 4 senior Eagles on this basketball team graduating. As this team, as you can see, is still very young. Coming back from last year, a lot of seniors graduated. A great CIF playoff run for that team last year, winning Division I CIF. And this year, a lot of young players. So the Eagles are definitely excited for the future and trying to make the most out of the talent they have this year. Some of those seniors include Charlie Henderson, number 11, and Kane Roberts, number 4 on the court. As number 23.
As you were talking about the minimal amount of seniors we have this year, it really goes to show how strong our team is, as we pretty much average a junior. So I think next year we're going to have a lot of varsity experience. We're going to be very strong, and we're going to have a good season.
A great drive in the middle and a foul called on Jake Heberle.
Jake Heberle for 2 shots.
Charlie Henderson's bucket will not count as Jake Heberle goes up to the line. Jake Heberle, a very good free throw shooter. Only a sophomore for this team, as we said. The Eagles down 2 points as he sinks the first free throw. Some substitutions made for the Braves.
And there's number 32 again, Isaiah Holm. We see him moving up and down the court, defense and offense, creating plays and stopping plays.
As we said, it's so vital for this team to block out and get those rebounds over the height advantage that you see right now. Even from the screen, you can tell that the Braves definitely have that height advantage over the Eagles, but the Eagles are playing some gritty defense, some gritty offense, and they're all tied up with the Braves. A great game played by both teams.
Yeah, the Eagles are filled with grit, but as you can tell by the stat sheet, they don't have a lot of fouls.
As there's a great block by Charlie Henderson, but a turnover. And an offensive foul called on Isaiah Holm. Jake Heberle Jake Blazona takes that charge, sacrifices his body, and that's just one of the characters you were talking about, Ronnie.
Exactly. You know, I think Jake Blazona, he had a mental error right before that play happened, and then he decided to make up for it by taking that strong charge.
Jake Blazona is so sacrificial for the team. Will do anything for this win. As some of the players and some of the fans and even their friends off the court call him Blaze for Blazona, as that nickname kind of stands for the fiery component that he has for the team.
Yeah, I'd love to have that nickname, George. Blaze.
I definitely agree. The spirit he has on the court is fiery and contagious for all of the team. So we're going to continue seeing him make big plays for this team and hopefully come out with the win. You see Kane Roberts getting a little shove by number 14, Winton Brown. St. John Bosco and Santa Margarita both with 4 fouls now in the second half.
A little more fouls than the first half.
As you can see, these fouls are most likely due to the tired and sloppiness of these two teams, as the first half they're fresh and playing some crisp defense. You see a turnover as number 10 takes up the ball, puts a layup and misses, a rebound.
Good
number
defense
13,
by Jake Wazona there.
Chris James. As the Eagles and the Braves have made a few turnovers, Alder Reeves puts up a 3-ball and misses short. Rebound by number 14, Winton Brown. Like I said earlier, some of the seniors for this team graduating this year, this could possibly be their last game. As we list some of them off, as you see on the court, Charles Henderson, number 11 for this team. Frank Wong, another senior for this team. Marco Karma.
You know, these seniors on the court right now, Kane Roberts and Charlie Henderson, you know, they don't want this to be their last game. They're leaving everything out on the court today.
Right, Kane Roberts on the court as well, another senior for this team graduating. As you see a great play by Isaiah Home, number 32. Obviously a close game. Both teams playing very good. The Eagles playing good offense.
I definitely agree with that, George.
As you see, a great layup there by Josh Camper, number 0. He's been putting up buckets all game.
You know, talking about the CIF playoffs is crucial for this game because they won the first 2 games earlier this week, and if they continue to perform and win this game, then they should secure their spot in the CIF playoffs.
Go, you move, Jay.
A loose ball on the floor, but a foul called on Kane Roberts, a senior.
Talking about those seniors again, they don't want this to be their last game. They're putting everything on the court tonight.
The Braves with the 4-point lead in this fourth quarter. Kane Roberts gets substituted for Sela. As this Eagles team looks to play some tough defense to close this gap. The Braves playing some better offense. Josh Camper comes out with a 3-ball and misses. The Braves coming out to a harder start than the Eagles as they were tied at 31 beginning of the fourth quarter. So the Eagles have been only scoring 2 points so far in this fourth quarter as the Braves come out with 6.
I think the stamina is starting to kick in like it was last game, but hopefully the Santa Margarita Eagles can cut that out and start to play some good defense and hit those 3 balls.
Look to score, buddy. Come on now.
As you see Jake Blazona calling a screen.
Looking to pass first like always.
There you go.
Jake Blazona puts in a 3-ball, spot up 3-point shooter.
Great shot by Jake Blazona there. The shot clock running down. Good awareness by him. Always looking to pass first, but there he knew where to shoot.
And a 3-ball put in by number 14, Winton Brown. Brings the lead back up to 4. The Eagles are urgent to put in some better offense. Screen by Charlie Henderson. And a cut, a hard foul on number 10. Fern Gomez. Jake Heberle takes that foul.
Good screen by Charlie Henderson there to free up Jake Blazona. Jake Blazona sees Jake Heberle cutting. Puts in a good pass to Jake Heberle, but unfortunately the Bosco Braves foul.
Eagles down 4 are urgent to put in some buckets. This is such a crucial game, like we said, for this Eagles team.
You got this. Go get one.
Jacob Lozano takes the ball up to Charlie Henderson at the top. Jake Heberle up to Jake Lozano at the top to reset. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Sealer Robbins puts up a three-ball and puts in the bucket. Sealer Robbins, a great three-point shooter for this team, coming out to a hot start.
Again, good awareness by the Eagles, recognizing that the shot clock is running down, recognizing that they have to shoot that three-ball, and Sealer Robbins converts.
The Eagles are now down 1 point. Bringing that lead from 4 down to 1 with that three-ball right there. A clutch three of Sealer Robbins. As we talk about some of these players, Charlie Henderson, the senior, number 11, playing such a great game. His personal quote is, "Now is my time," and you can definitely see it is his time right now, as he's such a crucial player in this game. As you can see, Jake Heberle taking up a layup and a foul.
Good strong take there by Jake Heberle, drawing the foul in 2 shots.
The Eagles Nest getting hyped up for this game, supporting their basketball team. As he sinks the first one, Jake Heberle only a sophomore, like we said. The game's all tied up at 40.
Good job, Sealer. Let's go. Attaboy.
Jake Heberle puts in his second free throw, 2 of 2. The Eagles take the lead 41-40 with 4:30 left in the fourth quarter.
Looks like Jake Heberle has the clutch gene there, shooting 2 free throws late in the fourth quarter, making both of them.
Jake Heberle with the ice in his veins. Being able to take those clutch moments is so important.
Let's see if he can continue that through the fourth quarter.
Jake Lozano looks to run this offense and extend their 1-point lead, as they're down by as much as 4 in the second half. Aldo Ruiz, pump fake, and a steal by number 0, Josh Camper. And a charging foul, his second of the game. Jake Lozano takes another charging foul. So important for this team, as a great turnover, gives the Eagles back another opportunity to score.
And there he is again, Jake Lozano, filled with grit, always wanting to take that charge for the team.
As we look at this heartfelt play by Jake Lozano, takes that right to the chest.
Great job by him staying focused and getting back on defense, even after a lousy turnover by Aldo Ruiz.
The Eagles now in bonus, which means anytime the Braves foul the Eagles, they get to shoot free throws. St. John Bosco now at 7 fouls in the second half.
That's going to be huge for the Eagles offense, as the Bosco Braves are going to play more timid than they would if they didn't have 7 fouls.
That's some very good insight, Rami. As you see, Aldo Ruiz getting pressed by these Bosco defenders.
Jake Lozano, here he is, conducting the offense like he always is, being the leader that he is.
Yes. Hey!
And another foul called on number 24, Hunter Richardson.
And as you see the bonus coming into play here,
Jake Lozano able to take these free throws, extend their lead.
Hey, knock these down, Chief.
Jake Lozano, obviously a great free throw shooter. And so as all these Eagles players are. As Coach Justin Bell definitely emphasizes the free throw.
Got it.
As he misses the first one.
That was a 1-and-1 free throw for Jake Lozano there, meaning if he made the first one, then he would have shot another.
And another heartfelt defensive play you see there by Jake Lozano. Getting that jump ball, taking that ball from the Bosco Braves.
And this man is all over the place.
As you see the Eagles, that's hype up for Jake Lozano and supporting their team. It's a very tight game. The Eagles leading the Braves 41-40 with 3:30 left in the fourth quarter.
Let's go, baby.
You know, I think the Eagles learned a lot from that game a few weeks ago against Bosco away, considering they were tied going into the second half, and the St. John Bosco Braves pulled away. But now they learned from their mistakes. They realized what they did wrong, and they decided that 60 points was too much.
Jake Bozzona puts up a 3-ball and misses. But a foul called on that rebound by Sealer Robbins. These next 3 minutes are so crucial for the Eagles, as this basically makes or break their playoff run. The bench is unhappy about the call, and so is the Eagles Nest. Coach Justin Bell directing the defense right now.
The bench is really involved in the game, like always. It's good to have a positive bench in order to keep your team running.
His number 33 puts in a nice jumper in the paint. Bozzona comes up with the ball. As a foul calls on number 24.
Well done by Jake Bozzona again there, drawing a foul. Hopefully he can make these 2 free throws.
That's a 3rd foul for Hunter Richardson, number 24. As Jake Bozzona takes these 1-1 free throws, these are crucial for the game. A lot of pressure put on him, but as we've seen before, he might be able to handle it.
Unfortunate for the Eagles there that that shot doesn't fall for Jake Bozzona.
Jake Bozzona, usually a great free throw shooter, has been kind of shaky from the line so far. As a rebound by Charlie Henderson. Great defensive play by the Eagles, being able to grab that rebound off of those 2 misses by Bosco. Jake Bozzona gets a screen from Jake Heberle. Takes a corner for Sealer Robbins and puts in the 3-ball. Sealer Robbins, 3 for 4 from 3-point range.
Wow, what a shot there from Sealer Robbins. It really shows how he's clutch and how he can hold his team.
I mean, not just the 3-point by Sealer Robbins, but what about the pass by Jake Bozzona? And a steal from Jake Heberle. The Eagles take that 2-point lead, 44-42, as we see Sealer Robbins, a beautiful shot, puts in that 3-ball.
And here the Eagles take the momentum away from the Bosco Braves. I expect a timeout here from the Bosco coach.
As Jake Bozzona, looks like the same kind of play that they just played. Nice pass down to Charlie Henderson as he puts up the layup, but misses.
Charlie Henderson looking for the shooting foul there. But like you were saying, George, looks like the same play design as they did last play. Instead of hitting that 3-ball to Sela, they pass it under to Charlie Henderson.
Down by 1, 45-44 in the 4th quarter. For some of these players, this is the possession of their career. Looks like the same kind of play, but a tipped ball. Jake Bozzona loses the ball. The Braves take it back.
Good play on defense there by the Braves, knocking the ball out of Jake Bozzona's hands.
Braves take out this possession. And it looks like a turnover by the Braves. A missed shot. And the ball knocked off the knee of a Bosco player, and the Eagles get the ball. They have 30 seconds left to score a basket, and this will take them into the lead. So, such a crucial offensive possession. As the time is now for the Eagles to win this game. Looks like they're gonna run the clock down. And a turnover by Aldo Ruiz and Charlie Henderson. Not what the Eagles wanted in that possession.
Unfortunate for Charlie Henderson there.
As the Eagles will now foul as he makes the first one. as there's one timeout left for the Eagles. So most likely, make or miss for this shot, the Eagles are going to call a timeout.
It's really important that Coach Justin Bell calls that timeout right as the Eagles get this rebound here, if it happens. The Eagles nest really making noise here.
As number 10 puts in his second free throw, and the Eagles are down 3 points now. Right now looking to take this game. Sorry, 3 seconds left in this game. Oh, as the three-pointer barely misses. Cela Robbins puts with a three-pointer, but the Boscos were
Unlucky
thinking.
there for Cela Robbins. He had the last shot. He had a couple seconds. He took 2.